In today's super fun video, Creasy starts training Pita to swim. She tells Pita to focus, and then suddenly shouts, "Look, there's a puppy over there." Learning history, Pita asks, "What's a concubine? Why does the Chinese emperor have thousands?" Creasy explains seriously. She says it's monogamy now, very different from ancient times. Pita cutely replies, "I can't imagine what it's like to have 1,000 moms." Creasy, did you just smile? Or did the room suddenly get what? You smiled. Pita's over the moon. This is Grace's first smile at her, though Creasy denies it. Pita, after daily training, fears no gunshots, while the driver watches. During later training, more family cheered for Pita, because she's speeding up. Finally, the 150-meter freestyle started, and Principal Lai said, "Today, you're her father." That hit Creasy. With Pita, she increasingly sees the world's beauty. Creasy, like other parents, silently cheers her child from the shore. And today, she's the luckiest father because Pita's now at first place. Grace's usually stern face broke into a smile. Creasy took Pita to a friend's gathering, where friends shared funny stories about her, and Pita used her pocket money to buy a gift. Inside the bear was a get-out-of-jail-free necklace, thrilling everyone during Pita's protection days. Creasy gradually stepped out of the gloom. That night, she didn't drink. Instead, she tightened the bottle cap for a good sleep. Pita was downstairs walking the dog, waiting for school. Grace's face was now smiling, no longer stiff. She kept smiling, showing she was healed by her daughter. Just as Pita was getting out of class, a police car blocked the road, and the car that had been tailing them also showed up. Creasy sensed danger, and as soon as her daughter finished school, she fired a warning shot, "Run." After the gunfire, the police shot Creasy, and she fought back bravely, taking on the thugs and the police. They were all in cahoots. Pita saw Creasy get shot and ran back. In the end, Creasy went down after taking 2 bullets, while Pita was kidnapped. Creasy didn't die. After being taken to the hospital, she became the center of attention, exposed by the police in front of reporters. The sheriff exposed her for taking out 2 lawmen and being implicated in Pita's kidnapping. The plot twist was a bit, but not everyone is clueless. A reporter pointed out right then and there, the 2 victimized officers weren't on duty that day. What's actually happening? Besides, these 2 officers were notorious for corruption. The sheriff was at a loss for words. Police collusion was common in the area, but the FBI couldn't find any evidence. Mom was heartbroken. Dad didn't tear up, but she looked devastated. They decided to pay the ransom to save their daughter. They refused to let the police get involved, but the anti-kidnapping unit had to step in since 2 lawmen fell on the scene, and the kidnappers contacted Sam, demanding $10 million in ransom. Pita's dad went through several hoops to put the ransom in a white car, but as soon as Sam left, a shootout broke out. After returning home, Sam received a call from the kidnappers who failed to get the money and lost their nephew in a shootout. Furious, the kidnappers decided to kill Pita for nephew's revenge. Lisa snatched the phone, begging, "Don't." But it was too late. The severely injured Creasy was yanked out, and it felt like something out of an action movie. The FBI director deemed the hospital extremely dangerous, and when Creasy woke, her friend told her. During the deal, ransom was taken, the girl killed, and the kidnapper's nephew too. They killed Pita. Creasy felt a deep inner pain while her wounds were healing. A friend tried to send her to the Navy Hospital in San Diego for further care. She refused, determined to visit the crime scene, to inspect it, and let the trailing reporter follow. Creasy checked the scene as a reporter caught up, briefly outlining the situation and introducing the theme. There's a brotherhood called Lamanda that protects high officials and corrupt cops, while also planning crimes. The reporter found it hard to dig deeper since Creasy was also a victim. Creasy wanted to uncover the truth and hoped to have a chat with her. She handed Creasy a business card, telling her, hanging out with friends has its perks. But Creasy had that in mind too, just not to collab with the reporter, but rather to get her help. On the way back, her friend offered to take her to the States, but Creasy was still bleeding, life and death in the balance. Instead, she listed grenades, weapons, and confidently headed back to Pita's. All the girls' belongings were covered. Creasy found her diary with the tailing car's license number. Just 1 digit off, it's their only breakthrough. Creasy found in Pita's diary. Pita referred to her as Creasy Bear, and there were sweet notes about how much she liked Creasy. Just then, Pita's mother walked in. Lisa felt an overwhelming guilt, thinking she hadn't given Pita anything. As a mother, she felt like a total failure, but Creasy reassured her, saying she was all set with the gear from that list, ready to return to her old ways. She first called her new reporter friend, needing help to check the car's license plate to ensure all 10 digits matched. They tracked down suspicious vehicles, and the reporter went to the FBI, where the director was her lover, investigating kidnappers together for years. But the enemy was too crafty. The man gave the license plate to the reporter, and Creasy found it was a cop's car. The dirty cop wasn't worried about the guy in front of him. After all, he was deep in both the mafia and the law. But things got crazier. Creasy took him to the city's edge, where her 16 years of experience made her an interrogation expert.